Hi, it's Leslie Fightmaster. We've had a lot of requests for shorter classes and kind of like the quickie classes, although this one's a little bit longer. But this class is a shorter class as well, and it's focused on twisting because twisting is so good for our spines as well as for digestion and also cleansing the internal organs somewhat. So, keeping that in mind, we're going to begin just lying down with the knees bent and the feet onto the mat. And you can take your arms a little bit out to the side with your palms facing up, beginning to lengthen your breath. And then we'll take the arms out to a T. Walk your feet as wide as the mat and let your knees drop off to the left side and look over your right shoulder. And you can put your left heel on top of your right knee for a little bigger twist. Then we'll take a couple of breaths in this position. And then back to center with the knees and over to the left. So you can also put the left heel or foot on top of the right knee. Kind of rest the foot or ankle there, looking over your right shoulder. I think I said that wrong. The right foot over the left knee. That's what I meant to say. And looking over your left shoulder. Let's come back to center. And then we're just going to go left and right, just back and forth a couple of times. Just to kind of loosen up. Little gentle open twists. And then come right into happy baby, taking the pinky toe sides of your feet and drawing your tailbone down toward the floor as you draw your knees in toward the armpits. Take the legs up with the arms out to the sides. And as you exhale, we're going to take the legs over to the left and turn to look over your right shoulder. Take them on an angle toward your left hand. Inhale the legs to center, pull the belly in. Exhale, take the legs off to an angle to the right side toward your right palm, looking left. Doing some ab work. Inhale, center. And then exhale once again to the left as you look right. Squeeze the legs together. That'll help with control and keeping everything engaged. Inhale, legs through center. And exhale again over to the right looking left. If your knees don't straighten here, it's totally fine to keep them as bent as you are comfortable with. Come back to center and draw the knees in, rocking back and forth. We'll just take a couple of rocks and come up to seated. So nice, comfortable seated position. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Draw the shoulder blades softly down. And then exhale, interlace your fingers, facing your palms up to the sky, and then turning your whole rib cage, belly, chest to the right. So to the left. As you inhale, you're going to sit up really tall, and as you exhale, you'll see if you can twist a little bit deeper. And inhale through center, and uninterlace, and then reinterlace with the other pinky in front, and then exhale to the right. So inhale to lengthen up tall, and exhale to twist. It's always important to lengthen first before twisting so that all the vertebrae are lined up on top of each other. And inhale through center, and then we'll release it. And then switch the cross of your legs so the other shin's in front. Reach up on the inhale. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Sit up tall. As you exhale, you'll twist. So now you're using some external strength to help with the twist. The first one was all internal muscles, all internal levers. Inhale back to center, reaching up, and then exhale to the other side, twisting. So as you inhale, you'll get long, and as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. So it's always good to start with using your internal muscles first, and then you use your external muscles as a little bit of enhancement. But we never want to crank into a twist with all of our external muscles. Move back and roll forward so you can come onto your hands and knees with wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. Then we'll slide the right arm under the left and bring your left arm behind you, either to the low back or hooking onto the right thigh. But try and keep the hips level. So you usually need to pull back on the left hip a little bit. Back to center, and then left arm under right, swinging the right arm behind and pulling back on the right hip a little bit, widening through the collarbones. So as you're twisting here, it's a twist, it's a shoulder opener, the hips will stay stable. So that's what we're going to practice, because that gets harder in a moment. Coming back to table, and then walk the hands about a handprint forward and come into down dog. With your arms shoulders distance apart, your feet hips width, and begin to bicycle your legs, bend one knee and the other, just to start to warm up your hamstrings a bit. And then walk your dog a little shorter and bring your right hand to the outside of your left leg or ankle, looking underneath the left arm. So again, it's a little twist from above the waist, a little down dog twist. So you're just balancing on your left arm. Come back to center, left hand over to the right side, look underneath the armpit. So as your hips stay level, we're twisting again from above the waist, just a little open twist. Open twists are great, and you can do them during pregnancy as well, but the other twists that we'll be doing shortly are not indicated for pregnancy. Come to plank pose, shifting forward slightly and lowering slowly to the ground, and to cobra. So pull the shoulder blades toward the waist gently, and then exhale, lower. Reach through the legs, come up a little bit more, pull the belly in, pull the ribs in, keeping your low back safe. You don't have to come up that high. And we look to the right, exhale to lower. Inhale to come up one more time, look to the left. And you could stay down lower like this, or you can come up high, whatever feels right on your back. Always listening to your body. Come down through center. Tuck the toes and into up dog, thighs and knees off the floor, or stick with cobra if that's better for your back. And then make your way to down dog. Inhale the right leg back and up. Exhale, step it lightly by the hand, left knee to the floor. Keep the left hand down, reach up through the right arm. So a little twist here, but then pull your right hip back and let it drop down. Make sure your knee's over your ankle as well. Inhale for a low lunge, sinking the hips, lean forward and take your left elbow across for a prayer twist. So as you inhale, get length through the spine. As you exhale, twist. But remember, getting harder now, twisting from the waist up. Come back to center, plank pose, chaturanga, shoulders no lower than the elbows. Inhale, up dog or cobra is your choice. And exhale, all the way back into down dog. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it through to take the right knee down. We'll keep the right hand on the ground as you lift the left arm. So inhales will lengthen the spine. Exhale, maybe twist in a little bit more, but pull the left hip back and drop it down. Reach both arms up, lean forward to get the length. Bring your right arm across and press the palms. Inhales to lengthen. Exhales to twist, continuing to pull the left hip back and squeezing the right hip in towards center. Knee over ankle, always important. Back to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, inhaling through up dog or cobra and exhaling back into downward facing dog. Remember, anytime you want to break, you just take the knees down and take a rest. Look forward, step or hop the feet up on you. Inhale, flat back. As you exhale, fold in, bend the knees if you need. Inhale, root down, rise up with a nice flat back, and exhale, Samastitihi. Hands to heart center. It's got a little bit warm. I'm going to remove a layer of clothing. It was finally getting a little bit chilly here in Southern California. It's been a while. So take a quarter turn to your right. Turn your right leg all the way out, back toes in slightly, and bend the right knee over the ankle for warrior two, and then lean forward, right forearm to right thigh. Lift the left arm straight up, turning the chest open toward the ceiling, and then reach your right arm forward as you continue to bring the bottom ribs forward and spin the top ribs back, as if you could turn your belly button up to face the sky. Keep nice abdominal muscles engaged, and then inhale, come back to center. For triangle, shift the hips back, lean forward, right hand down, shin, foot or floor, left arm up. Line the shoulders up with each other. Lean back slightly so your torso's over the thigh, and then pressing into the base of the big toe. And then work on that twist a little bit here. So bottom ribs forward and top ribs spinning up toward the sky. Look down to the foot. Come on up on your inhale, and we'll do the other side. Left leg out, back toes in. Make sure your heel to arch. Lean forward, knee over ankle in line with the second toe. Reach up through the right arm. And then extend the left arm forward using the core muscles, the belly muscles, and the leg muscles to keep you in place. And then see if you can find that little twist here. It's not a big twist, but we're still trying to turn as if we could face the belly button up toward the ceiling. Come on up through center. Getting ready for triangle pose, shifting the hips back to lean forward. Left hand down and right arm is up. Shoulders in line, and then try to turn again. Torso up toward the ceiling. Bottom ribs coming forward, top ribs spinning back. But of course, get all the length in the spine that you can. Press extra weight in the base of the big toe of your left foot. Inhale to come up. Feet to parallel, hands to hips. Fold forward with a nice flat back. Inhale, lengthen. And keeping your left hand down on the your right hand down on the ground, left arm up for a twist. Keep the right hand where it is, or you can reach it over, but then try to pull the right hip back a little bit and press the left hip down so the hips can stay a little more even. And even more even than mine were. Right arm up, left hand down, lengthen on the inhale. Either stay right there or left hand over to the right foot for a little deeper twist. Trying to pull back on the left hip and lift it up as you drop the right hip down. Stretching up, opening the chest, and inhale through center, lengthen. Exhale the hands to hips. Inhale through center. Step or hop your feet together and come back to the front of your mats. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale and fold in, hips over the heels. Inhale, flat back. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, still your choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Float your right leg up on the inhale and step it up, staying on the ball, the back foot for crescent pose. So we're going to pull the right hip back and bend the back knee to drop the tailbone. And then lean forward, taking the left arm across. Prayer twist again, or you can take your left hand to the floor, pinky toe side of foot or big toe side, right arm up, continuing to pull the left hip back, or maybe take your right arm behind you for a half wrap, rolling the shoulder back, or maybe you'll take the interlock, picking up the left hand, taking it underneath the thigh, which is kind of a difficult one. And I was having some trouble with my balance that day. So lower chaturanga, but I still like myself, even if I'm having trouble with my poses, which is a good thing to practice. Let's see. So from here, left leg up, inhale. And exhale, we'll step it through. Make sure the knee stays over the ankle as you come up. Drop the tailbone. Drop the low back to lengthen it. Reach up, getting length here. And then leaning forward, getting even more length through the spine. And then we'll hook your right arm across, pressing the palms together. Making sure the left knee stays over the ankle, or right hand to the pinky toe side, big toe side, either side. Reach up through the left arm. Continue to pull your left hip back. Or you may take the left arm behind you for a half wrap, and then you'll roll that shoulder back. Or maybe you'll add picking up your right hand as well and to take the interlock. Continue to work the back leg. Sometimes with the twist, you forget about it. Let's come back and move through chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, come back into downward facing dog, looking up, and then coming through to seated and lying right down for bridge pose. Make sure the feet are hips width and pressing up to bridge, low back, mid back, maybe upper back, and roll the shoulders under as you reach the tailbone toward the backs of your knees. Keep the chin away from your chest, but keep reaching the chest toward the chin. And let's release that down and rest a moment. And then twisting bridges, hands cross at the heart, going to the right and then the left, and then up onto the right shoulder, all the way up there, down through center, way up onto the left shoulder, and down through center. And then back into setting up for regular bridge. We'll roll the shoulders under, spiral the thighs in toward each other, making sure the toes are turned in just a little toward each other. Coming down to rest, and we'll draw the knees in. A little rocking side to side. Rolling back and forth. Come on up. Bend the right knee, the right hand behind you. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, twist for Marichasana C. As you inhale, you'll sit up tall. And if you want to wrap it, you'll take the right arm around your knee and reach back with the left hand to clasp. Keep rolling the left shoulder back. Or you can hug the knee like this. Left arm hugs around the right knee is also a nice way to do it. Come on through center, bending the left knee, right arm up. Inhale, getting tall. Exhale, take it around behind, or you can wrap it around, continuing to roll back on the left shoulder and widen across the collarbones. So a twist like this is a compressive twist. Or you can hug onto the left knee. So these kinds of twists that are a little compressive, not good for pregnancy. Come on up on your inhale. Exhale to hinge from the hips to come forward for Paschimottanasana. As you inhale, see if you can get some length. As you exhale, maybe you can sink in a little bit deeper. Head up, inhale. And we come on to our backs again, arms to a T, dropping the knees off to the left. Maybe cross the right knee on top of the left knee for a little bigger stretch. And then through center. And left over right, or left on top of right. Either way, look over your left shoulder. Back through center, draw the knees into the chest, and then we'll make our way into Savasana. So reach the tailbone toward the heels. Allow your arms to just be open, the palms up, and let your feet just flop open and relax. And while you're here is a quote from Ian Thomas, who is an author. And every day, the world will drag you by the hand yelling, "This is important, and this is important, and this is important. And you need to worry about this, and this, and this." And each day, it's up to you to yank your hand back, put it on your heart, and say, "No, this is what's important." Now starting to reawaken the body, stretch yourself out and roll off to your right side for a moment. And coming up with the shins crossed, hands together, sitting up tall, hands to the forehead, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart center for clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications. I honor you for your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much. If you are interested in becoming a teacher and teacher training for yoga, please leave me a comment below. Please like the video if you like it, and share it, and comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe. And go to fightmasteryoga.com for retreat information. Thank you.